Let's talk about 222. So, 222, three digits, right? Represent mind, body, and spirit. And the number three is represents creation, which means whatever these numbers add up to, that is what is creating. Now, let's talk about what the number two means. The number two represents love, balance, peace, duality, cooperation, support, empathy, partnership, patience, and consideration. Now, when you think about the number two, think about the feminine energy, the mother, the woman. The number one is the man, the masculine. To bring balance and duality, that has to be the feminine energy. That's right and wrong, that's good and evil, and any other thing that you can think of that has opposites, right? You can't have one without the other. To know what good is, you have to go through the bad, right? To know what right is, you have to see it done wrong. So that's what the number two represents. It represents duality. It is that feminine energy. So think about that motherly energy. Think about the mother and the father partnership and how they work together, right? Think about what a mother does for you. How a mother provides you love, how a mother provides you support, how a mother is empathetic, how a mother comforts you in your time of need. That's that number two energy, which is represented by the moon, right, and the water, which explains why when there's full moons and the moon cycles, or when we're near water, especially during the moon cycles, the full moon cycles, why emotions start to come to the forefront, why people start to why things like hospital visits go up, because the full moon triggers a lot of emotions, right? Which is in the water, and our bodies are 70% water, right? Now, when we add the two, two, and two together, that's the number six, right? The number six, what does the number six represent? It represents home, it represents family, it represents balance, justice, right? The number six is magnetic and service oriented, right? So, what does this mean, right? And one more thing, the element for the number six is earth, right? The element for number six is earth, and that's important. Now, what does this mean in the terms of when we're seeing 222? When we're showing love to our mind, when we're showing love to our body, and when we're showing love to our spirit, it is creating balance and harmony in our lives, right? Reciprocity, right? What I do for others will be also done for me, right? And that's what 222 is. When you are in alignment of self love, loving yourself, being patient with yourself, right? Being considerate of your own feelings, but also pouring love out into the world, giving, showing other people love, and being of love, right? Not being of anger and judgment, not being, not criticizing, right? That's what love is. And with those stages of love, we bring back balance, but not just within ourselves, right? And that's what the angel number is. And when we're going through a spiritual awakening, this is what we see. We see the 222 when we're going through the spiritual awakening, and it's a reminder that we need to bring that balance and harmony back into ourselves, in the mind, the body, and the spirit. And by doing so, we are creating balance and harmony within ourselves. Now, on the ascension level, On the ascension level, by giving love, right, peace to the earth, to everyone around us, not only are we bringing back balance and harmony into ourselves, but we're bringing back balance and harmony into the earth, into Mother Earth, right? And remember, the number 6 represents earth. And what is the earth made of? A good portion is made of water, right? So, by having that alignment, by having that alignment in mind, body, and spirit, we are creating balance and harmony, not only in ourselves, but also within the earth, right? Now, let's talk about that challenge number with the number 2, because numbers have a challenge number. And the challenge number for the number 2 is the number 9. And why is that a challenge number? Well, think about it. When two people are in a relationship, a partnership, the hardest thing to do in a relationship or partnership is to let it go, which is the number 9, right? The number 9 is about letting go. It is about endings, and it is about release and completion of cycles, right? So when people are in a relationship, or when you have a business partner relationship, and it's time to let go, it can be hard. It can be hard. One person may want to hold on, as opposed to the other one, right? And that's why these two numbers are a challenge with each other. Both of them can be sensitive, right? Both of them can have anger issues, but things have to be let go in order for you to have balance and harmony in the mind, body, and spirit, right? In order for us to have a true alignment within ourselves, there are some things that we have to let go. There are some things that we have to let in. That cycle is completed. It's completed. We can't hold on to it any longer, right? And when we're talking about ascension, and when we're talking about elevating the planet, there are some things that we cannot take with us. We cannot take anger with us, right? Which is also a trait, a negative trait of the number 9. We can't take anger with us. We can't take hatred with us, right? What we have to bring is universal love. What we have to bring is universal love. Now, let's talk about the day itself, 222, February 22nd, 2024. Now, when you add all these numbers together, 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 4, it adds to the number 14. And when you add those two numbers, 1 plus 4 equals 5. And what does 5 represent? 5 represents change and transformation, right? 5 represents change and transformation and freedom, right? So on 222, right, with leadership and being practical and having structure with what we're doing, we're building a foundation for change. And how are we building that foundation for change? With love. With love in our mind, with love in our body, with love in our spirit. And by sharing that love with others, we are raising the vibration of the planet. We are raising the vibration of Mother Earth. Right? Now let's talk about what the number 22 it means, because it's just not, it's 222, but let's talk about what the number 22 means, because that is the day itself. Right? And we know 22 is a master number. 22 is a master number. 22 is known as the master builder. Right? The master builder means building a major foundation. Building a major foundation all around the world. That's why people that are born on the 22nd or their life path 22, they are blessed with the gift to be able to build a major foundation, not just for themselves, but for generations to come. Right? Now, the number 22 also represents, right? The number 22 also represents, right, the ability to gain in the material world, right? But there has to be balance in the material world and spiritually as well, right? We have to do for ourselves physically, and we also have to match that energy spiritually as well, right? Now, the number 22, right, that day itself is going to, is going to provide a lot of intuition. It's going to be a lot of intuitive energy, right? A lot of creativity. And the 22 is also a powerful number for manifestation. That's why it's important to keep your thoughts clean on 222. Right? Understand, whatever you are thinking, that is what you're creating in your reality. Right? Whatever you are thinking, that is what you're creating in reality. That is manifestation. Right? Thoughts, first comes the mind, right? First comes the mind, right? Right? Then comes the body, right? Because now, when you think something and you can feel those emotions in your body, your spirit can create it. And just like we can manifest positive things for ourselves, we can also manifest negative things for ourselves. So you have to be mindful of your thoughts on the 22nd. You have to be practical, right? Now, understand that the day, the February 22nd, 222, this is a day, right, to share your wisdom, to share your knowledge. It is a day to show love to others. Because remember, the twos, it's the 22, it's the double twos. Now, when you add those together, you get the number 4, which is about foundation. But because it's the 22, which has all that power with it, you can build a major foundation, right? But it's going to require discipline. It's going to require you to be honest, right? It's going to require you to be reliable, practical, methodical, right? And with that, you can manifest the change that you want for yourself. You can transform yourself. But not only are we transforming ourselves, we're transforming Mother Earth. Not just ourselves, we are transforming Mother Earth. Right? 222 is the day that we choose to build a better world, that we choose to pour love out into the world. We're going to share our wisdom, we're going to share our knowledge. Right? And let's look at this down here. Right? When we think about the 2, which is right here, and the 6, right? We have the 3 included in that because 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 is 3. So we're getting a 3. Then because it's the 22nd, which is the 4, we're also getting that 4. We also getting that we're also getting that foundation that we want. Right? That's what the number 4 is, the foundation what we want. And by doing these 3 steps, it's creating change and transformation. Change and transformation, which is going to bring back that balance and harmony and justice in the world that we need. Right? This is just like the mother this is the mother having a child, then having a home, right? And then a change comes where you get your career, where you have more stability for yourself, and then you get your home, where you put your family. It's alignment. It is alignment. So 222, 222, mind, body, and spirit. Alignment. Alignment. And when you do this, you are creating balance and harmony, not just for yourself, but for the planet, that will bring change and transformation. Thank you.